We are taking our first family vacation to Disney World this fall. So instead of showing you a shopping haul just from one store, I hit up all the craft stores in my town to gather up some Disney supplies so I can make some crafts before we head down to Florida. One of the things that's very common to do when you're in the park is to meet the characters and get their autographs. And I know that's something my kids are going to want to do. Instead of just buying licensed Disney autograph books, I went to Michael's, and in their like $1 to $3 bins near the front of the store, I found these spiral bound notebooks. They have super sturdy covers, and I also like that they have this elastic to close them up because they're probably going to be coming in and out of our backpack or my purse a lot during the trip, and this will help them from getting a little damaged, I hope. But obviously these aren't very Disney themed right now. So I headed over to Michael's duct tape section and I found Disney duct tape. My daughter is still obsessed with all things Anna and Elsa, so I found Frozen duct tape for her. And my son is a big Star Wars nerd, just like his dad, so I found Star Wars duct tape for him. One thing I will say, if you're going to buy the licensed duct tape, make sure you bring a store coupon along with you, specifically one of the 40 or 50% off coupons. Licensed duct tape is about twice as much as regular duct tape, so save yourself a few dollars and bring your coupon along with you. I am hoping to get a couple of projects out of these rolls of duct tape. In addition to covering their autograph books, I'm hoping to make luggage tags for their carry-on bags using this duct tape. One of the very first DIY tutorials I ever posted on YouTube was for a duct tape ID bag, and I will link to that in the description below, so you can check that out and make one for yourself or for your kids. So that's what I'm hoping to do probably first, but I've got a couple more ideas I want to share with you. First, when you're at Disney, you've got to wear Disney clothes. And when I was at Joann, I found this adorable fabric. Marvel superheroes are now part of the Disney universe, as is Star Wars and the Muppets. So all of my kids' interests are covered in this trip. And I thought on the day that we go to Hollywood Studios, it would be really great if my daughter had this cool Marvel superhero fabric. And what I'm hoping to do, since it's pre-smocked material, is to be able to just create a one-seam sundress for her and just use some ribbons for shoulder straps. And that should be sewing even I can manage. And then she will have this super cute Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, Spider-Man dress that she can wear when we're at Hollywood Studios. Of course, I can't make something for my daughter and leave out my son. So for him, I bought just a plain gray t-shirt at Hobby Lobby. And then at Joann, I had found these adorable iron-on transfers in their Disney section. I like this Free Smiles and Hugs, but I even more like this sort of hipster Mickey that they have. When I was in New York City this summer for a My Printly event, we made these picture frames. And this Disney washi tape is very similar to this hipster Mickey iron-on. I'm hoping we can get a good picture of the family while we are at the parks, and we can put it in this frame that I made. I don't actually own this washi tape. They had it at the event. I'm hoping that I can find it online because I think it's really cute and it coordinates with some of the other stuff that I've purchased. Another newer tradition that didn't exist when I was little and going to Disney World is pin trading, and that's something I had to read up on for the trip. Apparently it was inspired by the Atlanta Olympics, and now you can trade Disney licensed trading pins with other people in the park or even with the cast members. And I thought this would be kind of a cool thing for my kids to do. And what I have read is that it's a good idea to wear lanyards that have all of your pins on them so that you're not digging in a bag when it comes time to, show off what pins you have so that you can trade with someone else. My daughter picked out this Minnie Mouse ribbon, and they had the coordinating Mickey ribbon for my son. But this is satin ribbon and it's very thin, so I didn't think this was going to be sturdy enough on its own to make a lanyard for their pins. So I got a coordinating polka dot grosgrain, and my thought is that I can use either fabric glue or maybe Stitch Witchery to run the smaller ribbon down the center of the wider ribbon when I'm making the lanyards, and hopefully that will make it sturdy enough to last through our days at the park. So I got the pink for my daughter, and then I just got red grosgrain for my son. I couldn't find any great grosgrain ribbon for him, and I figured red, white, and blue always works. I also got some ribbon clasps to close off the lanyards at the bottom. We don't actually need these for keys because everything Disney is using the magic bands now, so this is really just to close it off at the end. Since we've never been to Disney World before, we don't have any pins. So I went online on eBay and bought my kids a few starter pins so they at least have something to trade when we get to the parks. And you can buy these off Amazon or eBay. Just do a little bit of research to see what kind of pins you might be getting. I know that there are a lot of people out there that are trying to pass off fake Disney pins as the real thing. I don't have any good suggestions for weeding out the scammers from the legit pins, other than to do your research. I'm hoping all of ours are legitimate. I'm not an expert, so I can't tell for sure, but if nothing else, we have some starter pins so that my kids can do a little bit of pin trading at the park. That is what I have right now that I'm going to be working on. As I finish up the craft tutorials, I will be posting them over on Madden Crafts. You can check me out over there. I have some Disney crafts. I will link to that project gallery in the description as well. We are actually going to be at Disney for the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, and I'm not even sure what we're going to do as far as family costumes yet, and that's something I need to get working on. So if you have any really good ideas for family Disney themed costumes, please leave me a comment below. I'm looking for any ideas I can get at this point. If you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post videos about once a week, and they're sometimes shopping hauls like this, craft tutorials, or recipes. And sometimes I do live crafting, and I post that on my YouTube channel as well. If you are as big a Disney fan as I am, give this video a thumbs up, and thank you for watching.